Welcome back to my Rebel Life. Today I've got a 30-minute floor routine for you, so grab your mat and meet me in corpse pose.
We're going to start today's practice in Shavasana. It's not normal that I start practice in the Shavasana position in corpse pose, but today I want to be able to utilize corpse pose at the beginning and the end of our practice. And we're going to do a body scan just to get a feel of what our body feels like and how it changes through our practice today. So enter into your corpse pose, relax the feet, let the feet splay out, hands turn palm up. We're going to try to press our whole back into the mat, into the floor. Just a nice, easy position here. And then we're going to start our body scan. Now, to do our body scan, we're going to focus our attention at the top of our head and follow our breath. Inhale and exhale as we go down the body, focusing all the way down to the tips of our toes. So you're going to start by taking a deep breath in and draw all of your attention right here to the top of your head. And close your eyes and really focus all of your attention right there. I want you to inhale and I want you to bring light to the top of your head. Bring in as much light as you can with as deep a breath as you can. And when you exhale, start pushing that light down through your body by pulling it down through your head, into your face, into the back of your head, into your neck. Good. On the next inhale, we're going to draw in more light. And on each exhale, we're going to pull that light further down into our body. Now, as you do this scan, and as you're pulling this light through, I want you to pay attention to any areas of your body that feel tight or tense, any areas where you feel a disconnect or where the energy doesn't really seem to flow the way you want it to. Make note of those areas so that we can verify when we come back at the end of our practice in our corpse pose and we scan our bodies again, we can see if any of that has changed. Keep doing your body scan, breathing in light and exhaling and pulling that light down through your body all the way down to your toes. So you've gone from the neck, exhale the light down into your shoulders, down each of your arms, through the elbows, into the forearms. Let that light shoot out your fingertips. Inhale again and gather that light. And on the exhale, bring that light through your chest, through your shoulders, relaxing everything as you go down. Into your belly, front and back. Inhale, gather that light. Exhale, push it down through your abdomen, through your lower back, into your hips, into your glutes. Inhale, gather that light. Exhale, push the energy down through the legs, into the thighs, front and back, into the knees, front and back. Inhale, gather the light. Exhale, push it down through your shins, into your calves, into the ankles, through the feet. Push that light out through your toes. Good. A few more deep breaths here. Allowing your body to recognize any sensations, any stiffness, any tension. If you need more time to scan your body, feel free to pause the video here. Otherwise, when you're ready, we're going to bring our feet up onto the mat, knees in the air. Bring our feet up hip width apart, Draw the knees in slightly, and then we're going to lift our butts up into a bridge pose. Good. Activate those glutes, activate the abs. Don't let the knees splay out, bring them in together. Hold everything nice and strong here. Good solid core. Try to keep a line between our knees and our shoulders, one straight line. Good, now drop those glutes down. Then we're going to draw the knees into our chest, hugging them in. Good. Rock out the hips. Give a little massage to that lower back. Just rock back and forth. Get a good feel across the lower back there. And then we're going to straighten out the left leg and drawing the right knee into our elbow just a little bit further. Nice, good stretch here. Now you can reach your right hand to the inside of that right foot. We're going to come into a half happy baby. Little stretch here into the hamstring. Try to bring that knee as close to the floor as you can. It's okay if you're up here, if this is all you can do, that's fine. Wherever your body is comfortable, listen to your body. So we can take this a little bit deeper, and you can straighten out that leg, bring it out to the side as far as you can. Great. Again, if you're more comfortable keeping that knee bent, that's perfectly fine. Stay wherever you're comfortable. And then we're going to bring that foot to the inside of our left hip crease, and we're going to drop that right knee down to the floor. So opening up the hip flexors, you get a good stretch on the inside of that leg now. Perfect. Now, we're going to bring the left knee up, so planting the left foot on the floor, left knee in the air. We're going to figure four our legs here. And then we're just going to draw in the left leg toward our bodies. This is a reclined pigeon position. It's going to give a nice good stretch to the hamstrings and through the glutes. And you can always press the right knee out a little bit to get a little deeper stretch. All right, release that twist, hug those knees in one more time. Really stretch out, massage that lower back into the floor. And then we're going to switch sides. We're going to straighten out the right leg, keeping the left knee bent up toward our elbow or toward our armpit. And then we're going to open the knee just a little bit. Same as we did on the other side. The left hand's going to come to the inside of the left foot, pulling that leg back for a half happy baby. Wherever the body's comfortable here, if you can straighten that leg out, great. If not, that's perfectly fine. Just try to keep this right hip. You'll see mine's coming up a little bit, so I'm actually going to release that stretch and come just to the bent knee here, so we can keep that right hip engaged on the floor here. And now we're going to take that left foot, bring it into the right hip crease, and drop the left knee down to the floor. Focus on opening up those hip flexors. So that's where we're going to put our attention there. So the inside of that hip. And now we're going to bring the right foot up, planting that foot on the floor, the knee in the air. Cross your left ankle over your right knee, and we're going to draw that right leg in for our reclined pigeon on this side. So place your fingers through your figure four. Pull that leg in, so here at the hamstring or at the shin. And again, you can push that left knee out just slightly to get a nice deep stretch in that left leg. If that's too much for you, that's fine. Go where you're comfortable. It's whatever feels good. Uncross the feet. We're going to squeeze those knees one last time into the chest. And then we're going to get ourselves rocking and rolling here a little bit. And we're going to sit up into a seated position. Just a couple of strokes here, and then we'll come up to our seated position. Let's just take an easy pose here for a minute. Nice deep breath. right hand, and we're gonna place that forearm down on the mat next to us. Your left hand's gonna come overhead. Give that side body a really good stretch here. This may feel really good and you can stay here. If you have a little bit more flexibility or you're looking for a little bit deeper stretch, I'd like you to roll that left shoulder back, opening up the chest, look toward the ceiling. We're really opening up that heart chakra and aiming toward the ceiling. That really gives a nice deep stretch into this left hip. All right, now we're going to come back to a seated position and we're going to switch sides. Left hand comes down, right hand up overhead, stretch to that side. If you need that deeper stretch, go ahead and roll that shoulder back, bringing the chest to the ceiling, aiming your heart right up toward the sky, looking at the ceiling as well. Try to keep those hip bones down on the floor. Good. Come back to a seated position. Let's do hands in prayer. Couple of deep breaths here. You can even expand the breath as you inhale. Push the hands up overhead. Exhale. Bring those hands back down to prayer in front of the chest. Follow your breath. Follow what feels good. Now we're going to take a cat-cow position. So find your nice steady position in the center here. Your knees are going to be about hip width apart. Hands underneath your shoulders, about a shoulder width apart. And then as we inhale, we're going to push our tailbone toward the sky, raise the chin. Make sure you're engaging those abs. Really get that belly motivated and working here. So we're going to inhale. Side that belly down, this is cow. And as you exhale, round the back, drop the chin toward the chest, tuck that tailbone under, really squeeze those abs in, pulling your belly button towards your spine, coming into the cat position. We're going to do this for 5 rounds. Get your flow going with your breath. Inhale and exhale. After your 5 breaths, return to a neutral spine and tabletop position. And here we're going to straighten out the left leg right behind us, tucking the toe under and pushing that heel down toward the floor. We're getting a nice calf stretch here. Hold that down and just engage that leg, engage the abs, push that heel down toward the floor on the left side. Good, now we're going to inhale and we're going to lift that leg. Really engaging our core muscles here, getting a little workout. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you'd like an extra challenge, go ahead and raise that right hand. Find the balance between your left hand and your right knee. Keep the abs engaged. Point that toe. Keep the glute engaged. Beautiful. Drop that down. Keep that leg out for a second. We're going to pulse for a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return that knee underneath us. 1 or 2 more rounds of cat-cow just to stretch out the glutes and the lower back from that movement. And then we're gonna switch sides. Good, after you've done your stretch and you're back to neutral position, now we're going to stretch the right leg out, again, tucking that toe underneath, engaging the leg and pushing the heel toward the floor. Get a nice cat stretch here. Feel free to adjust and move, find your balance, make sure you're in a comfortable position, but an engaged position. All right, now we're gonna lift that right leg. Again, if this is enough for you and you're comfortable here, stay here. If you'd like to challenge, bring the left arm out. Find your balance between the right hand and the left knee. Keep the abs engaged, keep the glutes engaged. We're gonna drop the hand back down if you have it out. Now we're gonna pulse the right leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Bring the knees together. Slide the butt back. We're coming into a child's pose. Make sure in this stretch you're pulling your shoulders back away from the ears. We don't want to be hunched up around our neck. Shoulders drawn back, down the spine. Tailbone is tucked underneath. We're still engaging our abs here. This is still an active stretch, active movement. Good, and then from here we're going to push ourselves forward, coming down into a cobra position. And you can stay here in cobra, or if you'd like to take a little bit more of an advanced movement here, tuck the toes under and press your body up, putting the weight on your hands, coming to an upward facing dog. And then we're going to press our hips back up to downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here to really settle in and to feel this stretch, feel this motion. Nice strong arms here, feeling the stretch through the hamstrings, through the legs. Get those abs engaged. And when you're ready, we're going to lift the left leg as high as you can. You can tuck the toes under, bend that knee, opening up the hip if you'd like that extra hip stretch. Otherwise, you can stay with the leg straight. And then we're going to bring the knee to the left elbow, tick-tock it back and forth for a little ab engagement here. 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to pass that leg through, coming to a pigeon on our left side. If you're comfortable here, stay in this upright pigeon position. Again, if you would like a little bit more stretch, bring your elbows down to the floor. You can drop your chest as low as you can go to whatever feels good for you here. Just to get a nice, good stretch into that glute, into the hamstring, the outside of the thigh. Settle in. This can be a pretty relaxed position if you allow it to be. After 4 or 5 breaths, bring your chest back up to this high upright pigeon position. Plant your hands on the floor, tuck the toes of your back leg. We're going to press back up to a down dog. Now we're going to repeat that pattern on the right side. So you're going to lift your right toes as high as you can. If you're here, that's fine, no worries. Wherever your body is able to go with comfort and ease, you can bend the knee and open up that hip if you're looking for a little bit deeper stretch, a little more advanced position. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bring that knee to the outside of the right elbow, tick-tock back and forth to get a little ab engagement here. After a few rounds, tuck the leg underneath, and we're gonna set up pigeon on the right side. You can stay upright, or you can come down with your body, wherever your body is comfortable. Challenge yourself a little bit, but don't push through pain. Just bring yourself to a comfortable, challenged position. Rise back up onto the hands, tuck the toes of the back leg, press back up to down dog, and then we're going to drop the knees and sink the chest down, keeping the butt in the air. This time we're coming to a playful puppy pose. After 4 or 5 breaths, you're going to pick the feet up, pull the upper body forward, drop the hips down. We're coming to a king pigeon pose. If this is too much, that's fine. Drop the legs back down, come down onto the elbows, and you can stay in a sphinx pose. We're going to roll onto one side and come up to a seated position right here in the center of our mat. And we're going to do a little round the world. So you're going to roll your back and come forward with the chest. Roll behind you. Come forward with the chest. You can allow your breath to follow this movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that motion going for 5 or 6 rotations. And then you're going to come to a stop and send your body the other direction. Again, inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. We're going to cross our right leg over the top of our left, come to a cow face position. Push the feet into the floor, making sure your seat bones are engaged. You want both butt cheeks right down on the floor. This might be too much for some people. That's fine. If your knees are only able to come to here, that's fine. Do whatever is comfortable for you. But if you can cross them over, great. You may also be up more, that's fine as well. Release the cross. We're going to bring our soles of our feet together, knees down into a butterfly position. You can stay here if you're comfortable, or for a deeper stretch, follow me to the floor. Chest comes down as far as comfortably possible while still keeping your back as straight as you can. Inhale to rise and switch the left leg over the top of the right for cow face on the opposite side. After a few breaths, we're going to release the feet. Swing over to our butts here. We're going to plant our feet on the floor, and we're going to make sure our sit bones are right down there. And then we're going to come to a boat pose. So put your hands face up. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Keep your back straight, abs engaged, and we're going to keep the seated position. You can also lift your feet off the floor and find the balance there while your feet are lifted. You can straighten one leg. You can straighten both legs. Some of us can straighten both legs. I'm not one of them today. There we go. Or you can stay in this position here. Again, if your feet need to come down, that's fine. You can take breaks and lift them back up. You can lift one leg or the other. And then we're going to straighten both legs out. Plant our hands on the floor, come into a staff position. Lifting, you can walk your feet back, walk your butts back. So you're going to lift your bum off the floor in between your hands and hold strong through the arms and shoulders. And then we're going to drop back down and exhale to a forward fold. Nice long stretch. If reaching your toes is not possible, that is okay. You can come to the ankles, the shins, the knees, wherever your reach gets you to. Just try to keep your legs as straight as possible. If our knees are coming up, we're stretching too far. So if you have to bring your body back up in order to straighten your legs, do that. Find that comfortable position for yourself. And then we're going to release the stretch. Plant the hands back on the floor, slightly behind our hips. Straighten and engage the legs, and we're coming to a reverse plank. Try to keep a straight line between our toes and our shoulders. Drop the butts down. Once again, forward fold. Hands come behind, back to our reverse plank. Drop down. One more time, forward fold. Hands behind, last, reverse plank. Drop the butts back down, and then slowly release your back down to the floor for a lying position. We're going to bend the right knee up, cross it over our left side, and then we're going to cross that leg down to the left side of our bodies. Looking over our right shoulder, getting that nice stretch in the lower back here. If this is slightly too much, you can bend this leg to give yourself a little leeway. But if you can straighten that leg, really get that stretch. We're going to slowly bring ourselves back to center. Uncross the leg. Bring the left leg up. Straighten the right. Cross the left over the right leg. And drop the left knee down to the right side. Turn your upper body looking to the left this time. We're trying to keep your shoulder on the mat. Your knee may not be able to come down and reach the floor. If this is as far as you stretch, that's okay. Do what feels good for your body. Bring that knee back up. Uncross the legs. You can adjust your body if you need to, so you're centered on the mat. And we're going to re-enter corpse pose. So straighten both legs out. Let the feet splay open. Hands turn up, palms facing the sky. And now is your chance to rescan your body and see how things have changed, how your body feels differently than when we started this practice. After a rescan of your body, feel done for it. Have this as your moment of gratitude. Thank your body for what it can do. Send some happiness and love into the rest of your day.